Hi guys, good afternoon, welcome back. My name is Katrina and today I have a guest from Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, Mr. Govind. He is Head of Development and he's gonna give us presentation about Wyndham Hotels and Resorts worldwide.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. Good afternoon, everyone. I was not prepared to be standing in front of everyone. I thought it's more one-on-one meeting, but that's what I do. So I sell my brand. So hopefully by end of my time, you will know a bit more about Wyndham and what we do. So this is generally a presentation which I would do to a developer. Some part of it is relevant to you, so I'll keep only to that. And in the second part, I want to talk about, we have 25 different brands. So Wyndham is one such brand. So I'll talk about that brand in a bit detail. So first, Wyndham is actually the largest hotel franchise company in the world. A lot of people will know Marriott and Hilton and Accor and other brands. Everyone has a different model. Someone do lease, someone do management contract, we do franchise. So if you really look at number of franchise hotels across the world, Wyndham is the number one, more than Marriott. They may have more number of hotels or rooms, but they do management contract and other models. But in purely franchise, we are the largest by number of hotels. These are some numbers which show the scale of the brand. We have 8,300 plus hotels, and that number have changed because it's 8,400 now. This presentation was done almost a month back, and we have opened more hotels. So being a listed entity, we give our numbers only every quarter. So this was the last quarter number. This quarter number, when it will come, these numbers would have changed. So almost 870,000 rooms. So very, very, very big operation. More than 100 countries across 25 different brands. And I'll talk about each of our brands and where does Wyndham sit in that. And that number have also changed. So it's 124 million loyalty program members. Loyalty program in today's world is very, very critical because that's how people interact with the brand, appreciate the brand, get to stay at one of our properties. And in this project, we have special for the loyalty program members. So I'll talk about if anyone buys asset at Marjan, what additional advantage they will get with us. So very quickly, we are a US-based hotel company. We are a NASDAQ listed hotel company. So we are a listed company. What does listed company do is because we are listed, our governing standards are high and people from Divine is here. You will see that we took months of discussion at looking at agreements, who we are selling to, what protection we need to build into our agreement so that the brand, the developer and the unit buyer is protected. And that is what we as a brand brings in the credibility that if someone is buying suppose from India or Japan and he may not have visited the site, but when he see this project is in partnership with Wyndham and he knows Wyndham across the world, that instant credibility come onto the project. So very, very large in US. So because we are a US based entity, our footprint in US is very big. Greater China, Asia is one of the biggest market and most of our brands are known in that part of the world. So as soon as you say Ramada, Wyndham, people will know. Middle East and Africa, which we are, is part of a larger region called EMEA, which is Europe, Middle East, Africa and Eurasia. In this we have more than 700 hotels, but if I see at some of the big markets in this, in India we have 100 plus hotels, in Germany we have 150 plus hotels, in Turkey we have 150 plus hotels. So these are some markets where we are very, very strong and buyers from this market will know us. If you go to CIS countries, again, Georgia, Armenia and all of that, we have very, very strong presence. So in markets like these, when an investor is coming, instantly he will know about Wyndham and Ramada, what some of our brands. So again, if you know the client is coming from that, my recommendation will be please go to wyndhamhotel.com. Before meeting a particular client from particular country, go to that country, look at what hotels we have. So if someone is coming from a key city, you can say, okay, on that city you have that hotel. So it will be an instant connect. And that is what I think people will buy into, in addition to credibility of the developer. They have a great project going here, but the partnership with Wyndham will bring those additional credibility into the discussion. This is more in terms of what we are doing more. So we already have 8,400 hotels, but we have another 2,000 plus hotels which we are building. This means for owners who are partner with us or who are staying in these hotels, get to experience our brand in more cities going forward. So a number of these will be across the world, and they will get the benefit. So like the hotel which you see there is Wyndham Grand in Istanbul. The one here is Wyndham Grand in Doha. So even in this part of the world, we have some amazing hotels, and the unit buyers will get advantage of buying into this product. So I mentioned about 25 different brands, and what we do is we segregate these brands into different segments. Most people who are not from hotel industry will generally talk about 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, but people from the industry these days don't talk about 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, because a 5-star in Dubai is defined by the Dubai government, a 5-star in India is defined by Indian government, and they may have a different criteria of, so what we say generally is economy, mid-scale, upscale, upper upscale, and very, very largely, if I have to put, these are 3 stars, 4 stars, 4-star deluxe, 5-star and 5-star deluxe. So if you have to see where the brand sits into, that's how you will do it. And you can see Wyndham, which is the product which we have in Ras Al Khaimah, sits at upscale, which is 5-star positioning. So we are talking about quality of finishing, we are talking about space, and all of that which will come in there. And we have a number of other brands. I'm sure that you guys will go out in the market and people may know some of other brands. So Ramada is one of the most popular brand of ours in this part of the world. A lot of people may not know Wyndham, but most people know Ramada. Within the branded residences space, we have 2 Ramada residences which are in Dubai, one in Jeddah, one in Dubai Dubai Island, and both are currently under the sales. In Marjan, in addition to Wyndham, Marjan Island, in addition to Wyndham, we have very recently also signed a Vienna House and a Dolce Residences. These are all in Island 4, but Wyndham Residence will be in the market ahead of a lot of these projects. So 25 brands, but like in this slide, you will see a lot of brands like Wingate, Dazzler and all of that, which are largely American focused or South America focused. We have 19 out of 25 brands which are in this part of the world. From now on, some of the slide may be more specific to hotels and not to residences, but I'll quickly go through some of these. A lot of people say, okay, you have 8,000 hotels, what's for me? A buyer into a branded residence is just not buying into that building, he's buying into a Wyndham ecosystem. That ecosystem give him benefit when he's traveling, when he is out with family. So when with your presence in 100 countries and 8,400 hotels, he has get access to Wyndham properties across the world, and I think as soon as they sign the SPA, they get a platinum tier loyalty program. So our loyalty program, and I think next slide will be there. So our loyalty program, we have different tiers. Currently 124 million members, and as part of our marketing campaign, what we are doing is we have a Wyndham Residence EMEA.com where this project will go uploaded, which is what we control. If someone goes there, links on that, he comes to the developer website to book or to OBG website. So that is something which will be there. We will also be sending emailers to our database with the details of the project. The mail will not go to all 24 million because not everyone have signed a tick that they're okay to receive email, but people who have signed that they can receive email, they will all get those emails. There's another benefit which is now coming is we will be issuing a rate code, a 15% discount rate code to the developer, which will, once SPA is signed, can be passed on to the unit buyers. So if they are booking through our website and they use that rate code, instantly they will get 15% discount across all our hotels in the world. So these are certain benefit which they are buying into. We are extending this benefit to a lot more, and I think in a week or 2 weeks time we are working on some additional thing which will come and then will add to the offering.
May I ask you a question? The membership, which is platinum, is it valid for 1 year or is it valid for?
Interesting question. So We have 5 tiers. So you start at blue, then silver, gold, platinum, and titanium at the level which is for the owners. Our card and loyalty program is valid for life. What happens is when you start a loyalty program member, you join at bottom, and the more you stay with the brand, you go up. We are not doing that. We are putting them top at to start with. So if someone has to go up to that level, he would have to stay 25 room nights a year to reach. They are going directly there. But that is valid for a year. So in that year, he will get that benefit. If he continue to stay with us, that tier will maintain. Otherwise, he will come down to the lower tier. So this is a benefit of buying, and someone who travels a lot, he will get that benefit a lot. What we are working on, which is not finalized yet, if a owner who is part of our unit, after 1 year he wants to continue, can he buy certain points to continue his membership level? This is something which we are currently working on. So if someone wants to continue beyond, can he buy those points? So these are some of the additional benefits which we are currently working on.
So it goes from platinum to gold and then silver and then blue.
So this is all linked. So this is generally on an annual basis. So other clarity I'll provide. So suppose someone joins in June or July, it's not to next July. It will be end to December next year.
Okay.
So they will get. But if someone join in October, then it will be December next year. So the faster someone joins, he get the benefit maybe for 1.5 years as well.
I see.
So it will go to the next calendar cycle, full calendar cycle. So that's how it will be.
But does it go from the highest to the lowest, or does it go one by one?
So these are linked to number of stays. So suppose someone have stayed for 10 nights and 10 night is gold, then he will continue to gold. But if someone hasn't stayed anywhere, then he will come down to blue. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Membership is lifetime.
Yeah, but it doesn't cancel. You still get the benefit if you go and stay at Wyndham property. Even if you come down to blue, if you swipe your card, you will get those points, and then those points can be redeemed in future. So the membership is for life. We don't take away membership, and the membership is free. So they continue to do it. Please.
And if there is several units in between and there's a new buyer, they retain the membership?
So what we have done is, and that's part of the SPA and all of that. If there's an ownership change, we will have a team who will then notify. So the new members will get the benefit. We will not terminate the old membership because that's for life for them. But the new buyer then can get membership.
But the old buyer will go back to blue, which is the basic. Or
Only their benefit will continue till December.
I see.
So we are not.
Regardless.
Yeah, even if someone is selling and all of that, we will not
Fair enough.
bring
And
them
the new
down.
guy also gets a whole new 1 year.
If it is a secondary market and building delivered, then no. But while sales, if someone flips it, then we will be able to do that, right?
Also, sorry, I have another question.
Yes.
The membership starts at 24% after the SPA or 100% of it?
So what we have done is after SPA, developer or the master broker team will give us a monthly list of the buyers who have bought it, and then we will create their login IDs and all of that, and they will continue the benefit from day one.
To start from
Yes. As soon as they have a SPA in their name, they get the benefit.
Once they activate it.
Yes.
Once they
Only
activate it.
20%.
So you get 4%.
4% is at the hand.
From here onwards, it's more to do with hotels, but I'll very quickly go through. When we do hotels, there are benefits. We work with Fortune 500 companies. We have our own sales team. This is mostly to do with hotels, but because they are buying into a hotel ecosystem, we have our mobile app, we have our website where they can book. When you see Wyndham Rewards on top, this is our loyalty program. So once they get their login ID, they can sign in and they can then start enjoying the benefit. So everything to do with this will happen through wyndhamhotel.com, and then there are benefits, and it's just not hotel stay. If you have points, you can also redeem for Nike shoes and stuff like that. If you are in US, you can go and watch a show also with these points. So these points is just not for room night, but a host of benefit. And again, because you will be selling it, my recommendation will be please go and check wyndhamhotel.com, go and check Wyndham Rewards. You will see so much of benefit which someone can buy, and it can help you, do that sell. We will be doing a lot of marketing even at our end on social media and digital, which will help what you guys are already doing. We do a lot of target promotions, And this is more from a hotel point of view, that what support we provide may not be very relevant to this. But I hope with this you will get a scale of what we are doing. What I want to do is I want to quickly talk about Wyndham as a brand as well. I'm more on Windows side and not an Apple guy. So, Wyndham, as I mentioned, is our upscale brand, 5-star brand up there. What you will see, the logo of Wyndham is in blue. So when we talk about Wyndham as a product, as a brand, there is a hint of blue in the interiors, and when you see the project, you will also find some of those elements which we have bought in. Some of these are known to you. How many rooms, how many hotels, this you have seen. I'll quickly directly go to the brand. So basically what we are talking about, personal, thoughtful and comfort. Many of the times some of the 5-star hotel can be intimidating to you. You go and you see everything is gold and diamond, and you feel intimidating. Wyndham is not that. Wyndham make you comfortable, Wyndham make you feel at home, and that's what we do, personal and thoughtful service, but it is not something which intimidate you. And for us, simply being comfortable is important. That's our philosophy in our hotels. And when we bring the same philosophy into residence, that is what we are trying to bring in. So, number of hotels, and specific to Wyndham, I can also share this, which talks about Wyndham as a brand and not Wyndham as a company overall. But we have great hotels across the locations, across the world. Generally, these are all full service hotel with full facilities, and that's why in this project also you will see a host of amenities which is there and these are some of the locations. So you will see in Turkey, you will see in Doha, and this is the new design guidelines that the project is based on this. So you will see simply comfortable, modern artworks, a lot of wall paneling. And this is what a typical Wyndham hotel will look like, and we have taken some of these elements into the project also to bring. So this is quickly on Wyndham, and I'm happy to share this. Now, how this project is a bit different, and I think it is important. When we started discussing with Divine one of their main concern was that yes, there are hotel brands who do branded residences, but they don't allow short-term rental. It's generally Marriott and Accor will only allow long-term rental, 6 months or 12 months. But that was one requirement for them, because a lot of buyer coming into Ras Al Khaimah would not necessarily stay themselves, but would want to buy it into a rental pool. So what we have done is we have allowed short-term rental, but not daily rental. So there's a small caveat there. A lot of people who will go to Ras Al Khaimah will be there for 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights. So for us, we have a minimum length of stay, which says 3 nights and above. Why not daily rental, and why 3 nights and above? In hotel, when we do daily rental, our lobbies, our public areas are designed to handle hundreds of check-in and check-out every day. This is residential building, and we don't have those facilities to handle all of that. Also, there will be people who will be staying there on themselves as well. This is residential. So we don't want the public area in such a way that every second there is someone checking out, checking in, and people who actually live there as their primary residence then feel, but when there are people who are there for 3-4 nights, it's not as busy as it would have been. So in this project, what we are doing is we have allowed short-term rental. How we will be managing is we will be shortlisting 3 to 4 short-term rental operator who are already managing short-term rental in the thing. When we say shortlisting, what we will be looking at is their track record, what kind of buildings they have done it, licenses and all of that. A lot of people may do without licenses, which we don't want. And once we have shortlisted, the unit buyer will have an option to work with any of those 4. If he wants to go behind and say, I want to work with Airbnb, we will not allow that. So from the shortlisted operator is what they will have to go. If they don't like number 1, they can work with number 2 and number 3.
So these are like pre-qualified short-term rental companies that they can work with. And do you offer that service as Wyndham if they wish to work directly with them?
And a great question again. So in Dubai, in residential building, when you have to do short-term rental, you need to, so there has 2 requirements. One, the unit has to have a holiday home license, and the operator also need to be a holiday home operator. So Wyndham is a hotel operator, not a holiday home operator. So we have consciously decided that we will not get into operating it because that's not our business. We know how to run buildings, and typically, again, I think it is important to understand how in Dubai, in a residential setup, there's something called a JOP manager, Joint Operation Property Manager, which is a requirement by RERA. So we cannot bypass that, and that has to be there. But Wyndham will have a core team of 3-4 people, a director of operation and a head of concierge, head of housekeeping, head of security. These people who will then supervise the JOP manager and the team who is delivering the service, so that the service level is maintained to Wyndham level. So we will have this team, and this team is the one who will also do a preliminary shortlist of these 3-4 people. The reason why we are doing it, we qualify people that who have done in past and they are managing buildings. Second is, we are BMS, which is the building management statement, and the building laws will have certain restrictions within the building which is not allowed. If any of these agencies end up fouling those rules and regulations, we can then terminate them and bring someone else. So we don't want some activities which is not what is acceptable in a residential setup to be in that, and that's why we will control that by pre-qualifying this shortlist operator. Because the building is still to be delivered in 2.5 years time, we will do that exercise in some time, but unit buyer will be able to do short-term rental on these buildings through qualified, yes. So all of that will be there.
Guys, any questions from your side? Please feel free to.
So I keep asking Ashrik the same question because I've run a holiday homes before. We'll have 10,000-15,000 units coming onto that area, say, in the next 5 years. Is there any way that these properties would be listed on the Wyndham portals for rent?
If Wyndham was doing it ourselves, we would have done it. And if we had the right license, at this point of time, we have decided not to do it. And that's why we don't want individual units to be listed on booking.com or airbnb.com. So that's why we will be working with pre-qualified short-term rental operator who will do this on behalf. So at this point of time, these units will not be listed on wyndhamhotel.com.
Can you please specify what services are provided by Wyndham for free for the residents and which are additional charge?
So great question. So in this building, there are two kinds of services. One is core service and a la carte service. Core service is something which all the unit buyers will get, irrespective of which floor, what views. What are core services? All the building and engineering services are there. There's a concierge, there's probably a valet, and there are number of, so there's in the public areas an owner lounge and all of that. So those core services will be available to everyone. Then there are a host of a la carte services. So suppose you are staying there and you want a pet care service, you want a car care service, you want in-unit fixing of something. All of that is a la carte service, pay as you go service, but Wyndham will again be responsible for identifying companies which will deliver those services. So the concierge will handle all of that, but it will be delivered by third-party pre-qualified company who are qualified to do those jobs. So there are core services and there are a la carte services. Now, how do they pay? The building will have maintenance service charge. So that charge includes everything for the core services, including Wyndham fees. So it's all part of that. What is not part of that will be any a la carte services which is being paid. So the SP has got that estimate of what that service charge will be, which will include Wyndham costs. So owner is not paying anything beyond what is there. I'm sure that as we go closer to the building, we will get a JOP manager who will do the actual budget, which will then be required to be approved by RERA and all of that. But right now there is an estimate which is already there in the SPA, which we believe is in line with what the actual cost will be.
For how many years is the contract with Wyndham? For how many years they're gonna mention what's happened after that?
20 or 25 years? 25, right?
I believe it was 20.
So between 20 to 25 years we have the agreement, but I think minimum 20 is there, and then it's 20 plus 20, so that after 20 years we can continue to do that. But in real estate, what happens is, if you really look at Dubai real estate, what was 20 years back as a real estate law is no longer there, and 20 years from now there may be new rules and regulations. So what will happen at that point of time, no one knows, but at least legally and structurally we have put in a way that after 20 years there's another term of 20 years which we can work on. And again, that is something which a lot of owner will feel comfortable that at least for next 20 years, brand and all of that is there. And I'm from India. We spend a lot of money on weddings. I already see a lot of weddings coming to Ras Al Khaimah because of the economies of scale. When all of this comes, a lot of more will come. And in situation like this, branded residences and all will again play a lot of thing, because not every hotel will be able to accommodate them. So
because Wynn, I think, has only 1,500 keys, if I'm not mistaken, and we heard in multiple presentations that an elephant can go through the ballroom in Wynn, and it's a fact. So we're once again married in it's a perfect location. But in line with what we were saying earlier, the ecosystem of what RAC is creating in RAC Central, the financial institutions, the supporting companies, there will be a lot demand of families living there as well. It's not just tourism.
I come from hospitality, so I look at destination from length of stay point of view. I think what will happen is a lot of now what is happening is people coming to Dubai, or they land up in Abu Dhabi. They spend 3 days in Abu Dhabi, in Yas Island and all of that. They come to Dubai, spend another 2-3 days and they go back. So generally 6 to 7 days is a length of stay. Once Ras Al Khaimah add to it, the length of stay will increase to 9-10 days. People will do the family, culture, heritage, museum part in Abu Dhabi. They will come to Dubai to do all world biggest and best and shopping and all of that. And then they will go to Ras Al Khaimah for casino and also hills and outdoor and beach, and then they will go. So what Abu Dhabi and Dubai is doing will Ras Al Khaimah will benefit out of it. So in a way they are not actually competing, they are complementing each other, and Ras Al Khaimah will be the largest beneficiary of what Abu Dhabi and Dubai is doing, in addition to what they are doing on their own. So the other thing I will say, that a lot of people who have been here for long, they have seen Dubai growing and they know how it pans out. Most people whom I met and who know the master plan for Ras Al Khaimah see the same way happening. The main road which will directly connect to Wynn, work has already been started. There is boulevard which is going to come, then there is beach district which is going to come. There's even beyond the master plan. So yes, it will take 8, 10, 12, 15 years, but most people who are buying are also buying from a long-term perspective. So yes, we are all looking at finishing when Wynn opens, but actual game will start after that, because a lot of people will feel they have lost out. They want to cash in, and that's when the flip will happen a lot.
If you would like, guys, to book a unit in the Wyndham Hotel and Residence, please reach me out and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you very much and see you in my next video.